So, Sohee and Suhan, this quote, paraphrased by General Wesley Clark, there are sins of omission, doing nothing, and there are sins of commission, doing something. And this comes from a leadership perspective. So if you're a leader, so for example, the United States is the executive UN nation state nation of the 193. So just like on Star Trek The Next Generation, the prime directive is kind of like the US Constitution, which says don't interfere in other people's business. And I had a lot more to say on this, but I really respect General Wesley Clark. And when I was in the military, I very, very much thrived in the military. But my two main influences, your stepmother of 2 years, my first wife, and my best friend Oliver, they hated the military and they wanted out. It was only until I was much older that I realized they never really put any thought into the fact that I just completely thrived in the military, really loved it, and my goal was to become a general, and one day my hope was to become the lead scientist of NATO. And I thought that was a very realistic goal that I probably had like a 50-50 shot at doing. But it's not their fault. I don't believe in blaming anybody. Like my best friend Dixon said, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. So being thrown off that track, I was a young person around other young people, and we didn't realize necessarily who was the leader, who was the follower, nor did I necessarily realize that maybe I was more of the leader. Anyways, so my goal now with TopWiki is to, instead of have a theory of everything that's built by the top scientists in the world, where maybe 20 or 50 people can endlessly get stuck on never really figuring it out, a grand unified field theory, I thought, well, maybe I can be the lead scientist of planet Earth instead of NATO. And the first thing I would do is do something like Wikipedia and have a semi-open source tool that the aggregated intelligence of us as a species could go into working it out and figuring it out, instead of just 20 top scientists writing in the highest level of mathematics in a way where they understand each other. But since there's maybe only 20 or 200 of them, including Nobel laureates, yeah, they're the smartest people ever born, but even 20 or 200 people sometimes could get stuck for 1,000, 10,000 years, never really figure it out. Or we could turn the theory of everything, grand unified field theory, into a group project with a lead scientist, not the smartest person in the world, just a leader, team leader, and then together we can collectively figure it out and use lay language that can then be converted back into the highest level of mathematics and other things. I love you so much, and yeah, I hope to help you live a great life and have really healthy children, and I really look forward to being the grandfather of your children and teaching them how to swim and bicycle and all that good stuff. I love you so much.